up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're turning ourselves into Mad Moxxi from Borderlands. This is most likely going to be my last video game or comic book character cosplay makeup for the next month or two since Halloween's approaching. But getting started, I'm just tracing out the jacket on my chest. Of course, I did do the jacket all the way down to my waistline, but I'm not going to show that in my video just because I'm not going to show my chest. You know. I took my NYX Jumbo eye pencil in milk to outline it all, and then I'm taking my Beverly tools. They have a special SFX brush set for September and October. You can use the code CANDYCORN on their website to save 20% off. So these are the brushes I'm using today. I took my white Snazaroo face paint and started doing the stripes on the jacket that's folded back, well, the part of the jacket that's folded back, and then I'm taking black, so it's black and white stripes. And then I'm taking my thinner Beverly tool. It's really a thin brush, and I'm just outlining that jacket to make sure it's all even, that all the panels and the stripes are filled in, that it all looks nice. You just want to outline it with a very thin line of black paint. Taking this other tool, it's a little bit of an angled tool, and it's a little bit thicker, but I'm using my red Mehron Paradise paint, and I'm filling in my shoulders, and I will be filling in my arms, but for now, I'm just doing my shoulders. Her jacket is red. She also does a purple version, but I decided to do the red version. Taking my other Mehron Paradise paints, I have a little palette. I am filling in my chest area. Again, I couldn't show too far down because you would be able to see my nipples, and well, I'm not going to show that on YouTube. So I am filling in yellow and gray. I was looking at a reference picture this whole time I was checking this out. I was looking at Mad Moxxi while doing this. She has a little bit of a yellow trim on her jacket, and it looks like she has like a gray lace bra underneath of the jacket. So now I'm just filling in everything red to clean up all the lines. And then I'm doing the same tool, doing a thin black line to separate all those pieces, to separate the red from the yellow and the yellow from the gray. She's a pop art person, so there's not much shading that needs to be done. It's mostly like black lines and very defined pieces. I'm doing her little choker. It's kind of like a wiggly, squiggly choker. I don't really know. I just followed the shape from the reference picture. I just used my black paint, and another Beverly tool. This is a thicker, shorter tool. Taking my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. Her cleavage is very important, so first I am shading a little bit just to kind of get the shape. I'm just using a gray neutral tone. And then blending it out. I'm leaving the inner part of the cleavage pretty sharp, and I'm blending it out, and then I'm taking a black line again, and I'm going on the outside of that shadow. So I want the shadow to be on the bottom of the lines. I don't want the shadows to go over the cleavage lines I'm creating. I'm also just shading the chest portion of her shirt a little bit, just to make it a little bit more defined and to make it a little bit more dimensional. Moving on to the face, I'm using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer to prime and moisturize my face. And then I'm taking my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden and priming my lids. She really doesn't have any eyeshadow. I did look at the reference picture again, and it looked like she had a little bit of brown in her crease maybe, so I am taking this lighter shade from the Kat Von D palette. I'm just putting that in my crease and above it, nothing fancy. And then I'm taking my black pencil and I'm lining my eyes. Her eyeliner is very, very messy, so I'm just kind of creating a base first and then smoking it out a little bit with some black shadow. Before I finish it though, I'm taking my oval brush with some white paint, on it. And I'm just filling in my whole face. I'm doing my under eyes. I'm not taking this down my neck though, I'm leaving it right on my face. I'm using the Makeup Forever Flash Paints. It's a white one. They have like a little palette of paints. They have two different ones, and I'm using a pure white one. I love this because it's just a really even base. It moves really easily. It's super nice if you want that white base. It's what I always use. Then I'm finishing her eyeliner. It's kind of thick there on the inner corner, and then it goes out into a bit of a cat eye, at least what I could tell. Make sure you do your waterline on the top and the bottom. and it does not need to be perfect by any means. And then I did her little smears that she has on the side there, just on the left eye, and I smoked out the rest of it. I wanted it to look really messy. Taking my Marc Jacobs mascara, I curled my lashes, then I'm putting mascara on my top and bottom lashes. While the eyelash glue is drying, I'm taking another one of my Bdellium Tools brushes. It's a stippling brush, but I thought it would work perfect for her pink blush because it's kind of like a circle on her face. But the stippling action helped kind of blend it out a little bit, so it wasn't such a stark line. So I'm just using a hot pink shadow from my Morphe Brushes palette. It's the 35C palette. Then I applied my lashes. I did some very dramatic ones. I just thought it would help bring the whole look together. You can do whatever type of lashes you'd like to. I do believe these are Ardell lashes, if I'm not mistaken. Taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Granite. I'm filling in my brows. She has really defined brows like most video game characters or comic book characters have. So it's kind of like a line at the beginning of the brows, and they're very arched, and they kind of go down really close to the inner corner of her eye. So I made them a lot more angled than I usually would. And then I took the white paint and just cleaned up the bottom and the top of the eyebrow to make it look really nice and sharp. I contoured my jawline a little bit. I just used a neutral brown toned shade. I did not contour my cheekbones or my forehead though, because she doesn't really have a contour, so I didn't want to add something that she didn't have. Now I'm just making the left eye a little bit more messy and doing a few more little streaks coming down there. Taking my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Underage Red, I'm moving on to my lips. I'm just filling them in with this red shade. I kind of overline them like I usually do. I created her little mole with my black pencil. And then I did some pop art features on my face, like on her chin. You can do it around your nose as well. I also added a little black line with the smear there just to make it look a little bit more pop art. And now I'm outlining my lips. I also did some little black lines to make my lips look a little bit more pop art. Moving on to the chest, she has a little heart tattooed on her left boob, I think. But I just filled in that little heart with red paint and then outlined it in black. And then I'm doing some pop art detailing on my chest there, like my collarbones. Taking my LA Splash Pro Artist Liner in Daydream. You can use my code Voodoo Barbie Doll to save 25% off at checkout, but I am using these, oh my gosh, I can't talk. I am using this liquid liner to do little swirls that she has on her jacket. And it's okay if they look a little messy. And then using the white Pro Artist Liner in Alabaster to create highlights on the choker. I did a few highlights on my chest as well above the black lines I created. Filling in the rest of my arm red. And also doing like my chest and below my armpit. And then I went ahead and popped on my wig. I got this wig from Amazon. And then I got this hat from Amazon as well. I just added the feather and the card to make Moxxi's hat. She does have stripes on her hat, but I left that alone, so. But there she is, Mad Moxxi. She is so cute. I love this character. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to see all of my Halloween looks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.